What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. And I will show you how we caught this movement to the downside and I will show you how you can find these type of movements by yourself. Then I will continue with the fundamental news directly related to this company, and at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that because of my breakdown, let me show you, we probably have this type of retracement in a simple zigzag. We have this is our A wave. This movement is our B wave, and this is our C wave. And definitely, as you can see, we have an extension right here, and we cannot have 5-wave structure in it. But we have to have 5-wave structure inside our C wave. And let me switch to daily time frame, and let me show you this movement in details. And right here, you clearly can see that we have, let me show to you, we have, this is our first wave, this is our second, third, we were at the top of our fourth wave, and definitely most probable outcome was that we should land somewhere lower, and we are on our way to hit lower targets, and probably we might hit the range of about $73, but everything I will show you in my technical analysis. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. So what was the reason of this recent movement to the downside? Let me show you this article that was published on October the 10th, and it's titled "More Export Control Restrictions on Semiconductors to China, Alibaba and Other Chinese Stocks Fall." And I covered this news yesterday when I made a video on Nvidia, and this is the basically second part that is related to Alibaba. And let me go to the bullets. Shares in Chinese tech giants Alibaba Group Holding Limited and Tencent Holding, along with the chip makers, slumped as the US slapped export control measures aimed at slowing Beijing's technological and military advances, Reuters reported. The US introduced a sweeping set of export controls, including a measure to cut China off from certain semiconductors made anywhere in the world with US equipment. The new controls coincided with the global chip industry battling significant headwinds from tumbling demand post-COVID in computers, smartphones and other electric devices. US companies might cease supplying Chinese chip makers with equipment that can produce relatively advanced chips. And here's some technical details, and I don't want to dive deep in these details. So definitely when we can see any type of restrictions directly related to two countries, and definitely a lot of companies, big tech companies in China might have very hard days because of these restrictions. Definitely, it might affect the price of these shares in a negative manner. And I have to say that probably it is not the real bear case for Alibaba, at least for Alibaba, because we have, let me show you right here, if I add the price action of SPY index on this price chart, as you can see, this movement to the upside and this decrease in price of Alibaba coincides with the SPY price action. And this means we have the general sentiment for the market that drove the price of other companies lower. And let me show you right here that we have new companies that were added to the list of PCAOB, of HFCAA basically, and it is the list of the companies that might be delisted from US stock exchanges. And the latest company that were added right here was Moomoo Limited, and it was added on October the 6th. Previous, as you can see, AMTD Digital were added on September 28th. And previously it was the September 14th. So we have just several companies that were added. We have basically 3 companies that were added to this list during last 2 months. And this means the velocity of adding new companies to this list is slowing down. And it might be also quite good sign. And let me show you that Alibaba is already in this list from August 22nd. And I have to say that the main catalyst for this company will be the result of their audit. And let me remind you that first results might be disclosed at the very end of November, beginning of December. And definitely this date, the end of November, the beginning of December, might be the beginning of new uptrend for BABA. And I covered this in my previous video. On top of that, let me show you that if we will take a look on the bigger picture, on tpranks.com we have 12 ratings that were made on Alibaba, and all of them suggest to buy this stock. And the price targets are following. Lowest price target is $110, average price target is $143.75, and the highest price target is $167. And even to its average price, this asset has an upside potential of about 81.41%. Definitely in a long-term perspective, this might be a very beneficial company to be in your investment portfolio. And let me show you this data. We are on fintel.io, and this is the chart that represents the institutional ownership of Alibaba Group Holding Limited. And as you can see, from its highest points, the black line represents the price of this stock, and the green bars represent the number of shares owned by institutional investors. And as you can see, when the price of Alibaba went lower, a lot of institutional investors got rid of their position. But right now we can see some kind of curvature, and this means probably we might have a trend reversal in upcoming foreseeable future. And don't be confused because of this spike in number of institutional investors. It is just misrepresented data that was added automatically to this chart. The real number is basically in between this bar and this bar. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? Let me delete unnecessary tools and let me switch to monthly time frame. And let me show you the bigger picture of this price action. So, as I already mentioned, we have harsh sell-off from the end of 2020, and definitely this movement to the downside, as you can see, doesn't have major retracements. And this means we should have at least a bounce to the upside that will last at least 3 to 6 months. And it is a very good opportunity to enter your medium-term investment position, because from this range we might have, let me show it to you, if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool, let me add all the tools, from this top to this bottom, we might have the range of about 0.382 as one of the major targets that we might hit in this bounce, and it is the price point of $164.77. This means we might see this bounce, and definitely in a matter of next couple of months, by the end of this year, we'll have the movement to the upside that will break this previous swing high, and that will establish higher highs on a slightly bigger scale. So the price target for the medium-term perspective by the end of next summer, I think, will be $164, and basically it is very good upside potential for this asset. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no